Hi Libra, I hope that you're all doing well. When I was meditating on the energy, I was seeing that something may be entering into your life and it is bringing about maybe the opportunity for some sort of change. It also seems like you're getting, maybe having more of an understanding when it comes to like things that you want, things that you actually want versus, and maybe telling the difference between like what you want and then also like what other people have told you that you want within your life. Because it seems like you're getting closer to things related to like the heart and where that's leading you. And this may also give you the opportunity to kind of abandon things that had been like maybe projected onto you that you don't necessarily resonate with, and like having the time to figure out the difference between the two. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Looks too like you're unearthing something on the emotional front. This can be something that you're connecting with, that you're having the opportunity to, I'm hearing unplug, having the opportunity to delve into. So it can be like connecting with a certain aspect of yourself and figuring out what you want to do with that. It seems even like you get access to something within you that maybe had been on the back burner in some sort of way, or there had been other things going on, so you needed to like prioritize other things. And now there's a sense of like coming home, coming back to self, and exploring like where you want to go from there, where you want to take something that you're accessing now that maybe you weren't accessing before. So we're starting with the Three of Cups. You could be like meeting with people. I'm hearing elegance. There could be people that you're connecting with right now. People that you're hanging out with. This can be people that you connect with on the emotional front too. A get-together, a gathering. Even feeling like you're successfully working with these people. It looks like an emphasis on like groups of people maybe. This can be like a friend circle. It's like finally getting together in a way that you wanted to. This can also be like collaborating or working with like someone or people that you wanted to work with. It even seems like some plan is finally taking place and like things are going really well, and now you may be doing something like, it could have been something that started off like being fun and this and that, and like there wasn't necessarily like an agenda, and you may be doing something where like it's getting more serious, or there's more of like a format to this now. It's like maybe before connecting with people just to connect, and now there's again like some sort of agenda or something specifically that you're like working on or working towards, or like collaborating with some common goal. I'm seeing you feeling very good about this. Seeing Pluto here, which represents Scorpio energy. It looks like you're making a decision about something. The focus on the throat chakra here is that you asking yourself, like, do I identify with this? Do I resonate with this? You being open to listening. you setting boundaries, checking in with yourself, setting boundaries, things like that. I'm seeing this gives you clarity. Like there's something even about like clearing your mind out. And I'm seeing this like really help you with like feeling clear, feeling present, feeling like this is benefiting your decision making, stuff like that. Thought process, I'm also hearing. It could have even given you whatever this thing is that you're doing, where it does feel like you're doing clearing. It seems like it's also helping you like processing something that you may have been stuck with in the cycle of. It seems too like this thing that you're doing right now, it's also helping you process something that there was something that happened in the past or with like somebody that you had been connected with where things did not go in the way that you had hoped for them to. And maybe you're also getting more comfortable like advocating for yourself and setting boundaries and stuff. And even like processing through this thing that needed to be processed. What I'm getting is that there's something with the mental clarity that is happening that's also helping you with like your emotional clarity as well. So it's like mentally because you feel like something is working better or clearer than it was before. It's also helping you to filter something out emotionally that needed to be addressed. Feels even connected with some sort of like sadness from the past. Somebody connected with your past. I don't know if this is like you regretting something or feeling a type of way about it, or this is that other person, but somebody is feeling like some type of something is going on where someone feels like they may need to like fix something or address it, and they may be reaching out. I want to get further and see what exactly this is going on. It's a moment where like maybe somebody did something that they regret and now they're going to reach out to the person. This is definitely someone you have history with. It's not a new person. What I find interesting about the way that this is going is that it looks like you're being given the opportunity to gain back some sort of control within a situation, but rather than taking action, it looks even like you are like resting or disconnecting from something. And that may even be something that like restores your own like self-efficacy, or feeling like it's like restoring your own personal power. Because I'm seeing right now you may have the opportunity to like rest and not take action, but it's like when things, you may have pressed a pause. When you press the play button, you're gonna have to make a decision, but it seems like whatever decision this is that you make, it leads to some sort of success, or you feeling like you were able to work through some sort of issue that you were facing with this person. And even that you had the opportunity to reflect on something that you needed to reflect on, that helped you strategize how you wanted to move forward with a connection. this may even be something where whatever this was that happened in the past, it still needed to be worked through, and because you have the opportunity to do that and the space that you needed to reflect, it's helping you like move on from something that you needed to move on from. And to like really have the strength to find peace within this situation. You believing in yourself and believing that there is resolution to this is going to be something that really helps you as well, I'm seeing. It's like relying on that part of yourself that believes it's strong enough to like advocate for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to stand up for what you believe in, like being loyal like to yourself. Taking action based on that. So there was potential even to have like reconciliation with someone, and you may have like given them the opportunity to like maybe show up in a certain way, but I'm seeing like things did not go as was expected, but I'm seeing you like transcend the obstacles nonetheless. So you feel like you gained some sort of success with somebody from the past and something that you needed to reflect on and work out. So whether this be like somebody that's been helping you reflect, or you just like becoming the hermit and reflecting with yourself and with your guides, I'm seeing that it grants the opportunity for you to work to the point of knowing how you want to take action. So it even feels like reflecting on something and developing some sort of plan. Figuring out something related to stability and also a dynamic that you're connected with, and you making a decision to call judgment, which is like figuring out how you want to take action and how to like potentially even move on from something or find a sense of peace. And I'm seeing that because of the way that you separated yourself from this, there's clarity that you gain in this like quiet paused break time that you have, and finding the strength to also advocate for yourself and set boundaries. So this feels very like in the contemplative space of like something had happened and separating yourself from it enough to like figure out mentally and energetically like what is the right path to take. And then like once you figure that out for yourself, being able to stand within that and make a decision, potentially even communicate something that hasn't been communicated yet, because it seems like you're going to be addressing or taking action on a decision that has yet to be activated, is what I'm hearing. I'm looking at Cancer, Gemini, Pluto, and Leo. So yeah, maybe you even had the opportunity to like process or get over a hump of something that did not go according to plan at all. It's like a situation that you were like maybe struggling a bit with, like you could have felt really sad about whatever this was that had happened, but feeling like there's a sense of success that you discover like within the reflection. It seems too like there may have been like another person that you're close with that kind of helped you work through this as well, like some sort of partnership that brings a sense of stability into your life and also may have helped you work through that past thing or talk it out, and shows you like how you want to take action and how to move to a space of like even equilibrium that you feel like you didn't have before. And I'm seeing there be a notion of like gaining clarity within the quiet. and being patient with yourself and coming out in a place where you feel like strong mentally and you know what you need to do, you know how you want to take action, you know like what you want to say, things like that. And it feels a lot of this is very receptive, again, like leading to you being able to take action. So a lot being thought about, processed, and then the notion of like following through with whatever plan this is that you're developing, and like jumping on a decision that needs to be made, or replying to something that needs a reply. Planning out how you're going to do something. Feels like that's the challenge right now. You being very aware of your boundaries is going to help you. I'm seeing a relationship that there may be like a lot of feelings that you're having surrounding this too. Feeling kind of stressed out about it. This is a close relationship of yours. Yeah, within this dynamic, I'm seeing something be stressful related to the Six of Pentacles. So it's like, maybe you feel like it takes too much work in order to feel there's a sense of balance or equality within a relationship. Like maybe you feel like something is out of balance or unfair. It's like maybe you feel like you're putting in like 95% effort and this other person's putting in 5%. Like something is out of balance. And I'm seeing it's like you may feel that it takes too much. That you're like overexerting yourself to the point of feeling stressed out in order to find that balance. And that really isn't balance. And that may be also something that you're thinking about too. Maybe you also have like expectations of somebody where they're not showing up, and this is also telling you something you need to know as well, because you could be feeling like your standards or your expectations or like how you expect to be treated, that is not being met, and you may feel like you have to do like the most in order to get this, and like that's not sitting well with you. So it's like something that should be like easier, there should be more flow within it. It's feeling stuck. And it's feeling like a lot of even blocked energy to get to the point where you feel like there's a sense of reciprocity and feeling at odds about this relationship because of that. Because you know you're not being treated how you want to be treated at the end of the day. Or like somebody is not showing up for you. If you are sitting in a place where you feel ineffective, you're going to be manifesting things that bring more confusion. So this is about like you recognizing your own power within a situation. And maybe even getting more clear on what you want. So there's a relationship, you feeling stressed out because something related to like your standards are not being met, feeling inner conflict because of that, feeling also like you don't have power to manifest what you want within this situation, and that being confusing Like, I'm seeing that even have an effect on you where it may be, like, affecting your self-confidence, maybe feeling like you're not powerful within a situation just because you feel... It's that moment of, like, you are the magician, but you may not be feeling like you're the magician. You may not be feeling like you can manifest what you want into your life, and I'm seeing this have, like, some sort of confusing effect on you where you may not be believing in yourself. Maybe even because of, like, this situation that you're experiencing right now, and feeling like no matter what you do, you're kind of, like, powerless or ineffective, and that, like, having an effect again on your, like, self-confidence. But I'm seeing this be the challenge here for you. Like, how will you make this situation right for yourself? It seems even like in order to unlock this abundance that is available to you, it's about, like, getting around this state of mind that's not benefiting you. So it's like, where are you making decisions based off of fear? Where are you making decisions based off of empowerment? How do we tell the difference between the two? Because you're going to feel like something is too much of a challenge to do if you're not believing in yourself and what you can create. But as soon as you, like, recognize yourself within these circumstances and also your power, and that the universe is supporting you, and, like, this overall sense of balance that is meant to be, it's going to help you recognize, like, your own responsibility within this situation, and it is going to help bring a sense of equilibrium to this conflict you've been feeling about confidently how to take action in a balanced way, and trusting that, like, you can make this situation right. Because it even seems like, rather than relying on something that maybe you had been relying on before, whether this be, like, a relationship or a person, it looks like your challenge is, like, to be on your own and to handle this, and to tap into, like, your manifesting abilities and see what can come from that, and see, like, how the universe works with you. Because there may be some sort of confusion or block related to, like, your own empowerment and independence within your own life. But as soon as, again, you recognize yourself as the magician, and you're like, I can manifest this, I can create this, it's just all about, like, my masculine energy and how I'm tapping into this, and, like, my independence, it's going to resolve this sense of inner conflict that you're feeling, and feeling like something is out of balance. So it feels, again, like you may have been relying on something before, like some sort of resource for you that you may not have access to anymore. And this is about you working within the circumstances, and finding, like, your own resources within yourself and your personal power, and within, like, what the universe is giving to you, and bringing something into balance that was out of balance before. And it seems to, like, because of you stepping into, like, your own light and your own energy and your own power, connected with, like, your independence, whether this be, like, financial independence, like, career independence, you pursuing something that you want to pursue, it's going to help you realize how you can take your own, like, creativity and originality and synthesize it with something that you're meant to be stepping into, and bring an overall sense of balance. So yeah, working with the circumstances to find this for yourself. I'm looking at Mercury, Jupiter, and Libra. It also looks like you're moving into a direction where you may be formulating something that you want to communicate with someone, but I'm seeing it's not done yet. So, like, whatever this message is or this communication is, it's like something that's on the way to being manifested, but it's not fully realized yet, but it's something that you're working on. Listen to your intuition. This can be related to a masculine figure. It can be somebody you live with. It can also be a job as well. I'm hearing the word creative. It looks even like you could be waiting to receive something. The more you are in flow with yourself and moving through this process intuitively, the more you're going to feel like you're stepping into and like onto your path and in alignment with yourself. It looks too like there's something that you're breaking out of. So I'm seeing the devil within this situation be, so the devil is Capricorn. It's related to Saturn, and Saturn can be like these restrictions that we place on ourselves, or like societal norms that we go along with, or like some sort of pattern that we feel familiar or comfortable with, but it's one that's hindering us in some sort of way. And this can even be like the industry stuff that's expected of us. To have the death card next to that, it looks like you're breaking out of some sort of pattern that's not actually benefiting you. And it may be like something automatically or something that you were pushed into, that you went along with, that now you're like, you know what, I want something new now. I don't want to be stuck in that. But it's all about you and your power, and like how you break out of this circumstance or situation and like liberate yourself from the confines of it. You could even be shifting out of something that like did at one time bring you a sense of security, but you want to go in a direction that feels more like spiritual or philosophical to you now. But it could be like more of a risk for you to do this. It feels even like breaking out of a pattern that, okay, for example, it's like people may push you into like going to school, right, and like getting that degree and working that particular job, and like you may have done whatever this was, and now you're in a spot where you're like, I'm getting in touch with like this other aspect of myself that I want to step into, and it may be like a little bit of a risk that you're taking to break away from something that does feel like comfortable, but it's not providing you with some sort of like even spiritual element that you want to tap into, like as you may feel. So I'm seeing you working on something. Like you could even be developing your own sense of like your own philosophy, or like your own mantra, or like your own sense of spirituality, and like a spiritual path that's right for you to be pursuing, and like your own belief system connected with like your alignment and like what you feel you're destined to be doing as well. For some of you, this is even connected to like entrepreneurship or some sort of role that you want to be playing. Like with the Emperor here, this can talk about like even a business that you're exploring, something that you want to build, something related to your empire, something that would be connected with long-term success and growth. But this means too that there is a transformation that you're undergoing right now. There may be people that you need to communicate that you feel kind of like stuck in orbit within. And you may be like breaking away from that in order to like manifest something new within your life, or like a new chapter or a new path, and feeling like you're listening to spirit as far as where you're being guided and working on that. And like for a lot of you, I'm seeing this does have to do with like you going your own way with something, and it does feel like you like building something that is your own. It feels like something within the 3D that you are building that's your own. So yeah, it can be like a business or a certain career that you're pursuing, something that you're building long term, can be related to like family. And it does seem like something that you're making progress with as well. So it's kind of like going out on your own and pursuing this, and again like breaking away from some sort of like pattern that you had been within before, but knowing that you're ready to leave this in order to like explore something that like means much more to you on a soul level. I'm looking at Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.